Okay, video 3, same addition problem again. I'm going to show you a third strategy. This strategy is called an algorithm. An algorithm is not an efficient mental strategy to use. So if you can solve a problem using split strategy and it's something that you can quickly do in your head, that would be the more efficient way to go. But if you are working with larger numbers or numbers that go into the thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, etc., the longer it gets, sometimes an algorithm can be the best way for you to do it because you're actually writing down and recording your thinking at every step. With a larger number, it can be more difficult to just rely on doing something in your head. All right. When I set up my algorithm, it is important that my ones are in line. Here, my ones column, my 4's over by 5. My 10s column is in line, my 2's above my 8, and my hundreds column is in line, my 3's above my 4. And this would carry on to if I had thousands, 10,000s, etc. If you line up your algorithm wrong, you are going to end up with the wrong answer because you can't add your 10s to your 1s, for example, or your hundreds to your 10s. You need to, the same as when you were doing the split strategy, you added the 1s, you added the 10s, you added the hundreds. An algorithm needs to be set up the same way. I'll rub out these arrows for you. Okay, in working out my answer, I start in the 1s column, which is here. 4 plus 5, which I know the answer to that is 9. Then I move across to my 10s column, and I have in my 10s column 2 plus 8, but the 2 in this number is actually worth 20. We know it's 324, so I've really got 20 plus 80. Now, 20 plus 80 equals 100, or 2 plus 8 equals 10. I'm going to just over on the side here do some working out for you that in 10, it is the 0 that I'm going to write down in this column here. And then because 2 plus 8 actually equaled 100, I need to take that 100 over into my hundreds column. So now I've got an extra 100 over there. Now when I start working out my hundreds column, I have 3 plus 4, which equals 7. But then I also need to add on this extra 100 that I'd carried over from my previous calculation. So I actually end up with 8. It's important to understand that if you end up with too many 10s that it can't fit in the 10s column, you'll end up with moving into the hundreds. The same thing can happen in the 1s. If I ended up with too many 1s, well, I make a 10. If I end up with too many 10s, I make 100. If I end up with too many hundreds, I make 1,000. So when you end up with too many, it just moves across into the next higher value column.